aggressive because nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. It was never meant to happen for the human race, number one. Number two, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother, what do you think it is? This is going to blow your mind when I tell you the answer. Whether they have a supportive partner. The major argument for good dads is actually, can the dad be there for the mom? Because it's like a direct chain is what we see. What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, is what happens. And then the kids get starved. And we're not actually supposed to be living in a single family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom than just dad. But I'm going with standard societal structure. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way.
Food for thought. What do you think?
I have heard this many times before. Okay, first of all, I agree with what she says.
Yeah.
If it's a balance. So, okay, I've heard also other stories that's similar. So a man, he said he's married and he has children. Mm-hmm. He said, how I treat my wife, if I don't treat my wife correctly, then my children are not going to be right.
So the home is imbalanced.
It's imbalanced, yes. Mm-hmm. So everything depends on how my wife is treated. Yeah. So then if she is treated correctly, then my children will be. So she's saying, if there's no man in the household and it's just you're a single mum, you're not going to raise those kids to the best that you can.
As effectively as you can.
Yes. Okay. So as when you have a man in the house and it just flows. It just flows. It's connected and it flows. When the man is there, she has the support and the things that she needs from him so that she is able to support and raise those children correctly.
Okay, let me throw this out there. So I always hear things like mother done the best she can. Mm-hmm. I don't always agree with that.
No, I don't always agree with it.
Now, this is sensitive, trigger alert, but I don't always think mother does the best she can. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, they make a mistake and that can happen, especially when you come from,
dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional background or checkered background, whatever, right? You're not raised to be a wife, so you didn't know certain kind of man. You didn't know the good from the bad. Mm-hmm. I get that. I can accept that, right? But you hear women that have made the same choices multiple times, talking about they're a single mother and they're struggling, but they've done the best for their child. Now, I get from a marketing standpoint, companies want to sell, they want to portray the woman to be in the best light because they want to sell you products. I get that. It's money, it's business, right? They want to look at the dad as being deadbeats. And if you look at the campaign for men, from a marketing standpoint, it's trash. It's terrible, right? Mm-hmm. But then if there weren't benefits and, systems put in place to support women, you see a lot of deadbeat mothers.
Yeah, that's
right?
a fact.
Now, I know I've just touched a lot of your nerves, right? But it's a conversation and I'm not trying to do that, but it's sensitive, right? I'm saying that if mother chose correctly, so okay, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. So she made a poor decision the first time. She was young and she was dumb. I can accept that. It happens to the best of us. None of us are perfect. It happens, right? But what happens when it's baby number 2, a different man, same situation, just a different day? Then what? What do you argue then? What do you argue when it's baby father number 3?
You can't argue. There's no argument. The common denominator is you. You're the problem.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? Now, I'm not saying some mothers are not out there doing their best. Of course they are. Of course they are. But then the reality is that there's a lot of them that's out there that's not doing their best. Yeah. And they're not putting themselves in positions so they can be in a good space for themselves and the child. They ain't. Then you have a lot of women co-signing the BS.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That is the problem. And we get that from a lot of our elders as well. I'll say that. They'll say, you don't need no man.
Let me tell y'all something. If you have a daughter, I want you to go get your daughter so your daughter can listen to this message. I was talking to my daughter the other day. We went on vacation about 14 days out of the country. We had us a good time of bonding. And I told my daughter, I said, baby, let me tell you something. I said, I don't care what happens in relationships with men or whoever you decide to give your heart to and be in love with or whatever. I want you for the rest of your life to have these 3 things solid. All right? Y'all ready? I said, as long as you got your own house, as long as you got your own transportation, and as long as you got your own income, it don't matter what a ninja got to say. Baby, he can leave, he can fall dead, and you gonna be a stable bitch for the rest of your life, all right? Y'all better not let these men fool y'all. There's more stable women than it is more stable black men, all right? All right, baby, let's make out.
You don't need no man. Be an
That's
independent
fine.
woman. Do this, do that. And
You can
it's
say
like,
that.
no,
You
don't
can say
do
that. But then I argue, some of those women that say that have a husband at home. And the ones that don't, the older woman, I'll say to the olders, how has that worked out for you?
It hasn't, and they know it hasn't.
Now, some women are happy to be single. Because I hear, I'm happy being single. And I agree, some are happy being single. But I think most ain't.
What's the reason why they're happy?
Then they turn their sons into son husbands.
Exactly. So they're not happy.
I'm just saying. So then we live in a society where it's meant to be for 2 people. It's not meant to be for the state to be supporting women and their children and housing them, yada yada yada. But we've moved from the industrial to the cyber world, and now it's just marketing, and we push out there the agenda of you don't need no man. Fathers are nothing. I'm just saying, innit, man. But guys, I didn't want to kill it too much, man. Ladies, what do you think? I know it was sensitive, but it's the conversation and we had to start it somehow.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah. Put your thoughts in the comment section and let us know what you think.